Oh, dang. Oh, hey, Demas, how you doing? Demas de amor. Greetings and blessings in the name of the Most High. Hope you had a good day. Uh, Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Yo, yo, cool, good. I'm glad. For sure, for sure, for sure. Hey, Demas, I've always wanted to ask you something. Do you think that, or how would you feel putting like, you say how your name is Demas Diamore, right? How would you feel like putting like something after that, like tarot or like readings or whatever, like upgrading your name? You ever thought about that? Okay, Lucky. Yeah, they have a channel too. They do readings and they do like daily messages and stuff. Her channel's full of videos, but I wish she got more views and stuff. But I'm thinking that probably people see her name and probably think that it's not a tarot channel. Mind you, like my name is Marky Mark on here, you know, but people already know me, so they know it's a tarot channel. And plus, I put on my thing anyway, live tarot, so they're gonna come in there anyway because it's tarot channel. They already know that. Yeah, I mean, it's just something that I should. I mean, I don't want you to do it because I said it, but I feel like if you did, it'll probably bring more views your way. People will probably like look at it more. There's nothing wrong with your name. Like I said, I got Marky Mark too. All right. But I had Marky Mark's tarot, but when I used to back in the day when you used to go in somebody's room and you had a tarot channel, somebody thought that the other dumb readers would think, oh, you're in publicizing your channel and we're trying to take my subscribers. There was a bunch of little bitches back then. People don't really do it no more because they don't care, right? At least I don't. But back in the day, I had to change my name just to be in people's rooms because they would get mad and be like, "Oh, you can't come in here with your tarot channel." I'm dead serious too. That's what happened. That's why I changed. I took tarot off my name of my channel just so I can be in people's rooms so they don't think that I'm trying to take people from them. Because that's what I got accused of doing apparently. Meanwhile, people will see me in people's room, be like, "Oh my God, look, it's Mark. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Oh, guys, look. People be like, "Yo, you guys gotta check out Mark. He's funny as shit, and he does readings too." And the person in his channel will be like, "Oh, don't be publicizing your name in here." Like 5 different readers said that shit, and I was like, "Dang, you people are weird. Like, what's wrong with you?" Like, I'm coming in as my channel. What the fuck you want me to do? So then I said, "Okay, I'm gonna take tarot off my name just so these little crybabies won't get mad." But as you know, I don't really care. You know, people do whatever they want. You can come in here and promote your channel. All I give a shit. I could care less. I shout everybody out anyway. I always have since day one. Now people always get mad at that. Well, not everybody, but most people get mad. They're like, "Oh, you should promote people." You know, you shouldn't promote people because they're gonna take food off your table. Wah. Shut your bitch ass up, fucking people. Yeah, exactly. They should, Lucky. It makes me sick. Well, the thing is, I always say it's not a competition, it's a mission. It's a mission to help people. That's what I tell people. I'm not in competition with nobody. But if you want to make it a competition, you can in your own mind. And I will guarantee that I will probably get the reading right more than a fucking negative person would. Because Spirit would be like, "Yeah, you want to compete with my boy, Marky? Oh, yeah? Okay, well, here you go. Look. Let's show you the power of Spirit. Now, how you feel, dumbass? You shouldn't have challenged us. You know? That's how I feel sometimes. Like, people act that way. Like, and I've never been in a competition with anybody. I'm in a class by myself. Marky Mark's tarot to the world. Fuck everybody who don't like me, and for those who are with me, we can fight it together. That's how I feel. One thing about me, I shout out everybody. You can go to my very first video till now, and I guarantee you will hear me shout out every single person that comes in my room if they have a channel. Even if they don't have like a tarot channel. Like Miss Bikini that comes in my room, she just takes videos of like farmers markets and shows people like scenery and things like that. People subscribe to her to watch her like videos and stuff. Even if you don't have like this, there's a guy that comes in there, Fever Animation. He's got an animation channel, nothing to do with tarot. I tell people go subscribe to him, check his videos and shit. I don't care. I'm not a hater. Like I don't really give a fuck. Like, you know, I don't care about that shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like I could have because I met you from a person that I no longer speak to, like I mentioned to you before. But that hasn't stopped you being my friend. That hasn't stopped me being your friend. I don't give a shit. Like, I've met so many decent people through bad people because we all figure out who's bad and who's not. And then there's people that come to me and say, "Oh, how could you speak to that person after what they did to me?" I'm like, "Well, they ain't done nothing to me. And if they come in here and get readings from me, then that's up to them. And if they disrespect me, you know, then I'll get rid of them. But if they ain't done nothing to me and done something to you, then that's your problem. That ain't nothing to do with me, you know? Like, fuck that." Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm subscribed to a lot of people, hundreds of people, because I support everybody, like, And if I see somebody live and I'm about to go live, I'll go check them first and say hello to them and then I'll go live. I don't want them to say, like, not do I care, but I don't want them to say, "Oh, Mark saw me live and then goes live after me." People used to say that shit to me too. But meanwhile, you didn't say, "Oh, Marky came check me first," or Marky put me on the map, or Marky shout me out. When the fuck you shouted me out? You know? Not that I care, but like, don't sit there and tell me I ain't done something. Hell no. Fuck that. If anything, I help everybody. Every single person that's coming to my energy, I help, no matter what. You know, anybody can say I'm a hater. Fuck that. Mm-mm. Yeah, exactly. And I respect that about you. And that's why I'm not like everybody else. Or because you got beef with somebody, it ain't nothing to do with me. Don't bring your beef around me. I ain't gonna get in between people and make decisions like that. And a lot of people in here I don't know like that. You know, I don't know people like that. There's a couple people that come in here that I've known for years, and they still come in here till today. And they will come in here and put me on a pedestal and talk about me and shit, and that's fine. I don't care, like, you know. But I'm not gonna sit here and toot my own horn and tell everybody I'm better than somebody. That's just fucking dumb. Cause then spirit's gonna be like, calm down, bro. You know? No, 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 no. Don't think you're great, bro. It's us. And that's why like a lot of people don't they don't have that in their mind. Pretty much. Hey Dan, how you doing, bro? Well, that's the thing. If you're getting to know people, my advice is to take everybody with a grain of salt. Don't ever go by what somebody says about somebody else. Make your own discernment. Make your own choices. Like you said, you trust your own discernment. And that's great. I like that. And that's why, you know, you and I are on the same page, even though, the person that we both know, I don't care to speak to anymore because what they did to me. But that would never let make me like look at you in a different way because I found you through that person, because that don't make no sense, because everybody comes in here, right? People come in here from another room, or some people in here go check out other readers. Some people in here came from another channel. Who fucking cares? You know, like don't look at me because you something happened with you. I ain't nothing to do with me. Oh hell no! Anybody who talks shit, I feel sorry for them. You doing well? Good. Glad, Dan. Well, that's the thing. Real recognize real, right? And that's what happens. Sometimes you meet a real person through a fake one. Not saying that's how we met, but you meet people through other people for a purpose. You meet somebody, no matter where you meet them for a reason. And then you make your decision whether or not you're going to deal with that person based on where you met them, even if it was a negative experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's why like I'm not really the type of person to like sit here and be and analyzing every single person that comes in my room. I don't give a fuck where you go. Wherever you go, you go. I don't care. You know? I support probably every single person that comes in my room, whether or not I met them somewhere negative or not. You know? I'm just one of those people that I like to help everybody. And I'm not and see, my platform isn't big. You know, I have 1,090 something subscribers. Wow. But some people be like, oh yeah, he ain't nobody because he's only got 1,000 subscribers. But guess what? There's a real 1,000 people. I didn't buy those people. Those people are real people that have subscribed to me over 6 years. I don't go buy subscribers. I don't publicize my shit because I don't need to, because I have the right amount of people here. Because you can have 10,000 people and only 1,000 are real and the rest are fake ass freeloaders. So my YouTube system is different from a lot of people, you know. Yeah, she was supposed to have Fever as a guest, but something must have happened and he didn't show up. I was in there too. I was in there ready to support the 'cause I was gonna go live and then I saw her live. I saw her live, so I went in there and said hello to her and was waiting there for a minute. And then nothing happened. She had to cancel, so I came live. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll go live now." Well, yeah, you know. Well, Lucky, back in the day when I met you through those people, right? Everybody back then was two-faced. Back then. Now I don't really have too many of those people because I don't mingle in other people's rooms no more because that's where I get myself in trouble. I don't really mingle with a lot of people because that's what happened last time. I mingled in all those rooms and then I got mad because people were like fighting amongst each other and competing with each other and talking shit about each other and I didn't like that. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna go to my channel. Fuck these people. And I really didn't want to go nowhere. And I didn't mingle in other people's rooms no more because I couldn't take that negativity shit. I don't like that. You're not gonna come message me on the side, oh, so and so did this and said that. Man, I ain't got no time for that fucking young and the rest of shit, man. Leave me alone. I'm not about that fucking bullshit ass like, talking about people all day and shit behind their backs. If I want to say something, I'm coming on here and tell you to your face. Yeah, I ain't no pussy. I'm gonna come in here and tell you. And you ain't gonna like it. That's your problem. Don't fuck around, you won't find out. You know? I believe that, Demas, and I don't get negative energy when I talk to you anyway. We've always had a good laugh and we always been cool. And I want it to be that way forever. I don't want nobody trying, you know, come to me and talk shit about people and all that. I don't want to have to go to somebody and, oh, don't deal with that person because I had a bad experience. Who what? Who cares? I don't care about what people are doing. Yeah, you and Lucky met at a CD dive bar. See, all right, Lucky. But that when I first started on here, it was very difficult. So when you're a newbie, I always like to give advice to the newbies and the people who just started their channels. My advice is not to get involved with a lot of readers because they will use you, abuse you, and then talk about you. And then when they see people that were in their channels paying for readings in their channels and come pay for readings in your channels, that's when the bond goes like that, love. Because people are jealous. They can't handle people going to room to get readings from somebody else. If I was like that, I wouldn't have nobody in my room. So how am I gonna say, oh, hey everybody, go to Marley's room. That's my friend. Go get a reading from her. I even say it just like that. If I'm not here, go check out Marley. Go check out this person. Go check out Teresa. Go check out Demas Diamore. Go check out all my friends, all my reader friends. If I'm not around, because I trust them, you know. Or I've been to them. I know they're good. Or my friend Erica, or somebody who's whoever's live that I'm put you on. If I tell you go check somebody, that means like I trust them to a point where, they can read you. Now, I'm not gonna say that they're better than me or they're not as good as me or they're not like me. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say, look, if you feel like you need a reading and I'm not around and I'm your go-to person, you can go check the people that come in my room because I trust them. I'll tell you that. But they might not resonate with you and they might be you might get a better reading or more information from them than you get from me. And you think I care? No. I don't fucking care. Who cares? That means that you was meant to have a reading with that person. But guess what? I introduced you to that person, so that's great. We're gonna be great all together. It's about to pour rain. That's another reason why I came on here. You can see all the rain coming this way. It's getting dark as shit outside. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, you can see it every day. There's so much hatred and jealousy in this tarot community. And that's what they try to do to me. They tried to get me a part of this stupid tarot community. I said, no, no, I'm not a part of no tarot community. I'm Marky Mark's Tarot, and it's going to stay that way. That's it. I'm not a part of nobody's community. I have my own community in here, which is the people who love me and I love them, and we talk every day and we have fun and we're not hating on each other and we support each other and we love each other. That's it. You need me, I'm here for you. If If I need you, I expect the same. Now, otherwise, that I don't want to hear no bullshit. I'll be out there talking no shit. Because if I find out, I'm gonna tear you a new ass. Because don't be talking about a person that does a lot for people like I do. Because I take offense to that shit. 'Cause I put people on. I always put everybody on. I always tell people, hey, look, this person has a channel, go check them out. And I see my friends in the people's chat rooms that I'm friends with, and that makes me happy because we're supporting each other, and that's the way it should be. Even if I see a person in one of my friends' room that I don't like, I probably won't go in there. I probably won't say nothing, but it won't. I won't cut the person off. I just won't say nothing while that person is in the chat. And if that when that person leaves or doesn't isn't in there, I'll speak to that person. That's how I am. Because I don't want to mingle with people's energy like that. And that ain't happening. If I don't like you and you're in a room that I like, I'm not mingling with you because you're a fucking devil. You know, you want to talk shit and then be all cool with the people that know me. You know, no. That ain't happening. But the person has control over that, but you shouldn't be picking sides. You should just say, hey, look, you disrespected. That's like the last incident I had where this woman and this guy disrespected me. People chose sides because what they did to me was outright disrespectful and childish when they should have just came to me like an adult and talked about it because apparently I'm still waiting for proof of what I said apparently, but I still ain't got it. But anyway, long story short, people made a choice. They chose me over them. Why? There you go. I don't have to explain why because I didn't do anything wrong. They started unnecessary drama where there shouldn't been drama. It's simple. I'm innocent because you can't prove anything that I said was directed to you. I'm still waiting for proof, but there ain't none. And that happened months ago now. See? That's why I don't mingle with people too much in people's rooms unless I really like you and we have a good connection. Fuck you after that. Go away. Right. And that's why, Themis, that's why I told you just now that my advice to you to get you going even more would be to put, maybe change your name and put like tarot in there or there are more readings or something like that. That's my advice to you as a friend to try and make you, stand out more because I feel like you deserve more people. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I was like a fucking bad person, I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, I don't give a shit about her. She can do whatever she wants. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I'm trying to like, I always try to help people and tell them like, maybe this will work. Try it. If it doesn't, then oh well, I was wrong, or maybe it takes some time. Whatever. But yeah, yeah, exactly, and I respect that. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Well, Lucky, the reason why you probably haven't seen that person is because that person, right, knows that no one gives a shit about her. Because the room that I told you I saw her in, she was in there running her mouth like she always does, and nobody paid her no mind. Because I went in there a week before that she was last in there. I went in there in that room a week before and told those people that the reason why I don't come in here when she's in here because she's toxic and I don't want nothing to do with her. But I will come in here like I do. I will go in that person's room. But see, they caught on to it. They must have said, let me see what Mark's talking about, you know? And bang, they figured it out themselves. And then the last time I saw her in there, I was drinking my coffee and she was just talking to the walls. 'Cause nobody paid her no mind, so she left. And she hates that. She did that to me in here, you know, sitting there like expecting everybody to pay attention to you. Yeah, fuck off. We're not here. We're not here to be paying attention to you. Who are you to for us to be paying attention to you every time you come in here? You're disrespecting everybody else. You want us to worry about you every time you come in here? Woman, go get a life. Go wash some fucking dishes and clothes, woman. Leave me alone. Go start your own damn channel or go on your channel and start running your mouth on there. You got so much to say in these chats, but you ain't got nothing to say when you go live. Like, that's the people I can't stand. You know, sit there and run your mouth in the chat room, run your mouth live. Fuck. Me, I don't stop talking when I get on here. I constantly talk and constantly entertain and just do what I have to do. That's what you're supposed to do when you go live. What the fuck you want me to do? Sit here and go like this all day? Don't talk to me unless you're giving me money and giving me a reading. Let me know. I'm gonna look at my phone while you're in here. People will leave. They'll be like, fuck this guy. You know? Am I right or am I wrong? Of course. It's all good, Teresa. I'm sure he has a legitimate excuse, but at least he should have notified you and told you something was going was wrong. But oh well. It's all good. Maybe next time. Nah, Demas, I'm not like that. Like, I talk a lot of shit, and I'm the type of person that likes to tease everybody. But sometimes, like, my teasing, makes rubs people the wrong way because they think that I'm being like, an ass or whatever. But I'm trying to like, sometimes I like to build your like morale and your confidence through teasing. So that way, and I'll genuinely, try to uplift your like your confidence because I feel like no one else wants that, like, no one else cares, So I'm genuinely just want to help everybody, but some people think that, back in the day, people were like, I'm the same person I am today. I'm always willing to help everybody. I'm always willing to like talk to people. I don't need, to be put on a pedestal or people talk about me, and I don't care about all that shit. All I care about is having a good time and having fun. If I come on here and laugh and talk shit every day, I'm happy as shit. I can come on here for a whole hour, 2 hours and not get no readings. I wouldn't even care. Sometimes when I do get readings, I get irritated when I'm having a good conversation. That's how I am. Because sometimes when we're all having a good conversation, somebody will come in and get a reading. I'm like, fuck. Now I'm not going to remember what I said. But, I'm here to do readings, so I do it. But, it's cool. I do what I have to do and go right back to doing what I got to do. So it's cool. Yeah, IT is, you know how it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love talking shit to everybody and having fun. As long as it's not personal and disrespectful, then we can go further. Yeah, but some people can't take it, man. They get too sensitive. That's why, like, they're no longer around here, which is great. Yeah. No problem, no problem, Demas. I got your back. You know. Sometimes words can go a long way, and sayings and things, and people just gotta understand that the more humble you are and more respectful you are, the more spirit's gonna help you. Try not to have no jealousy in your heart, hatred in your heart, or think that you have to compete with people. That shit's boring, man. That shit's dumb as shit. And even when you know you're at the top of your game and you're really good at something, keep that shit to yourself. Keep it in your own mind. Don't let people like see you brag and boast and think you're better than them. That shit's not good to do. I mean, every now and then I talk shit and I say, I'll say shit like, yeah, I'm psychic on fucking Saturdays and, I'm the guy and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And, talk shit like that and things like that, right? And I'll say certain things that, makes people laugh or whatever. But I'm humble as shit. I know I can't do this without people. Because if I don't have people to work on and to do things with, then that leaves me with nothing. Who am I going to do? Read a wall? Read the chair that I sit on? Obviously not. It's the people that make you who you are. If you don't have people, you don't have nothing. So a psychic can't do everything on their own. They need people, you know, and we need each other. Right. But if you keep the envious and negativity out of your mind always, that's the best thing you can do. Because as soon as you start envying somebody, spirits can be like, what the fuck? No, that's not what you're supposed to do, you know? And that's the thing, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm a very competitive person when it comes to music, DJing, sports, things like that. But when it comes to this, there is no competition. It's only a mission. Because I'm not going to sit here and say I'm better than this person or I'm better. But if you go around saying that you're better than me, then you better prove it. That's all I got to say. That's when the competition starts. When you challenge me and say, I'm better than Mark because I do this, this, and this. You're not better than me because you got more subscribers than me or more likes than me. That don't mean nothing. Don't you ever think because you got more channel views and all that shit, that don't mean nothing. My mom's calling me. Hold on a sec. Hello. See that my mom called me just now to say, because I bought fish for her yesterday. Like here in Bermuda, they have like these uh big sardines, right? In Portuguese, they're called shogs, right? And they're like a long ass sardine like that. So I bought 20 of them for my mom and dad so I could feed them twice. They'll eat five each, two times. So I told my mom, don't put them in the freezer. Just, do them up and marinate them and eat them tomorrow. Eat like 10 of them tomorrow. You put the other ones in the freezer. So she called me to tell me that she ate them already. It's only 4 o'clock. And she says, I ate them already, Mark. They were so good. Dad even said that's the best fish he's had in a long time. And I said, oh, good. And she goes, oh, thank you so much for getting that for me. Even Daddy said they were so good. I said, okay, good. I'm glad you liked them. I said, well, when I see him, I'll buy them, but he hardly ever has them. Because those guys use that shit for bait. But sometimes when they get too much, they sell like 20 in a bag for $10. Because people eat them because they taste good, right? I don't really eat them, but my mom and dad does. They love them. I'm not really a sardine type of person, but I like white meat, like fish, like wahoo, snapper, and lobster, and all that type of shit. That's like a darker meat. So yeah, she was all happy just now. Okay, Teresa. Yeah, she was all happy that I gave her the fish and how good it is. I'm like, well, you make it taste good, but I got it fresh, so it's good. Yeah, the portal in the closet will be forever talked about, Lucky. Yeah, exactly. Competition should be for entertainment purposes because at the end of the day, I never ever feel like this is a competition. But I got dragged into a competition on here many years ago. Another guy, he was on here and he started like a big beef with me and a big war. And he claimed that he was better than me and more good looking than me and more everything in his world was better than me. So I said, this little boy, he was a lot younger than me, but he thinks that he was like some great, person and shit. And I'm like, okay, you keep fucking around with me. Yep, that's him. Yep. And I remember it very clearly. I told people on the side, yeah, that's him, yeah. And I remember he fucked around and found out. He still exists and he still does shit, but when he fucked around with me, that's why he never did it again. He was live one day, he was talking shit about me, and then he was sitting at this desk and he was smoking a cigarette, thought he was like, Mr. Whatever, Machismo. I'll never forget the lamp. He had a lamp on the side of his table, and the lamp went like this. And everybody was like, what the fuck? And he said my name. He said, yeah, Marky Mark, fuck that guy, blah, blah, blah. And the lamp just went like that. It was like spirit was there. It was like, yeah, you talking shit, love. And his lamp fell down, and his face went red as a beet. And he put his cigarette down. He looked down, and he saw the lamp, and he goes, "Oh, that's okay. I'll get it. I'll get it later." I guess it was on the edge of my table. No, no. Spirit slapped the shit out of that lamp until you shut up. And everybody, I wasn't there, but people sent me the video. This happened like probably, I don't know, 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. I got sent the video by three different people. They were in there and they saw it and they sent it to me. And he took the video down because he was like, he was probably scared shitless. And after that day, he pretty much didn't say nothing else because he felt the wrath of spirit in his ass. They slapped the lamp right off his desk and told him, shut up. You want to fuck around with Mark? That's what's going to happen. You don't talk shit about people like me. Because I ain't doing nothing wrong to you. And you going around here thinking you're big and bad. Spirit ain't worried about you, bro. And then it was like a week later. Nobody saw him. And I didn't really care about him no more. I'm like, this little punk, I ain't worried about him. He could say whatever he wants. He's an idiot anyway. I'm not getting in no war over here. But his rich girlfriend at the time, his sugar mama that he's still with, she had a lot of money. And she would boast in people's rooms and buy people readings. Every day she bought people readings, super chat this, that. She was rich. See, she even said, "Oh yeah, I was thinking about buying a Ferrari and all this shit." She was boasting up in chat rooms talking shit. And I said, "Yeah, her day is coming too." So then she went behind his back, came to me to get a mediumship reading about her dad who passed away. And she did like an email reading with me so people won't see her get the reading, and go back to him and say, "Hey, the guy you're beefing with, your girlfriend's, getting a reading from him." So she thought that shit was gonna be on the DL. Well, it didn't happen that way. So anyway, I read for her like maybe twice. She paid me for like some mediumship readings, and I told her, I said, "Your boyfriend's a so-called medium. Why you don't get a reading from him?" And she's like, "Oh no, he can't get nothing." I said, "Of course not, cause he ain't a medium. He's a small. He ain't nobody. He ain't no fucking medium. He hears the devil talking to him. That guy ain't no damn medium. You out of your mind?" So anyway, long story short, I exposed her too, and he got even more mad because he kept talking shit. And then, that was pretty much. He came live one day. He was in his car with his kid. He was crying like a little bitch. My life is this and my life is that. He was literally crying on live. He was crying on live like a little girl, little boy. Actually, I'm not even gonna say little girl. He was crying on the internet like a little biatch in his car, smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. And then he realized he was gonna get, bashed for it, and he deleted the live. But it was all about how his life was crumbling. And I was like, "Oh, look at that, Mr. Big and Bad talking all that shit," and then went to a little baby. "Hey, Shakima, how you been, girl? You good?" Talking about the good old days, when I used to have wars with other psychics who were weird. You know, we know all about that, don't we? Was this the dude that cashed in on the tears? I think yeah. I think if I'm thinking what you're saying, I think it is, yeah. But he actually disrespected one of my friends, and then like I told him about it. I was like, "What you doing, bro? You know, like don't do that shit, bro. You like, you disrespect that chick, like, she put you on the map, like." And he was like, "Oh, I don't want her. I want this other chick." I said, "You want the rich hoe, and then, she's running his life." But anyway, like it was a bad time, back then. So that's why I tell people don't get too close with readers because you could read for them, help them, and they'll stab you in the back. That's how they are. Once they get what they want from you, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck you," you know. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, Themis. That sometimes it takes a while to really figure out who people are. All right, take care. Blessings to you too. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, go have some fish. Go for it. Fish is good for you. Yeah, exactly. Well, he got blocked on a lot of people's channels. See, this is what I'm gonna end up saying. Like I always say, people choose sides. So what happened was because he disrespected me, a lot of people say, "Yeah, fuck that guy, block him because he's disrespecting Mark for no reason. He's acting dumb and drunk. He was always drunk and shit, acting stupid, saying stupid shit." So then, because he bring drama to me all the time, people didn't want me in their rooms or him to start trouble. But I never started trouble with the guy. The guy kept, attacking me. He was all drunk and shit. And then when he came live that day, drinking on live, smoking and crying like a little girl, that's when people said, "Guess what? Mark is right. He does drink. He is a drunk." And that's what happened. He exposed himself. So see, I didn't even have to do nothing. He ended up exposing his dumbass self right on live in front of everybody. And then his girl was in there saying, "Oh, you gotta delete this live, babe, babe." Yeah, babe, babe. All right, you got fucked. You delete. You fucked yourself. So after that, everybody was like, "Yo, Mark, I'm sorry I chose his side. You know, you were right. He's a drunk ass. You know, this and that." And it happens all the time. Same thing happened with TF. She ran around telling everybody that I broke her heart and I was her man. I told everybody, I'm like, I ain't telling nobody you. I ain't your man. You fucking crazy woman. You're telling everybody I'm your man, but you're getting readings from me talking about your side dick. What fucking world you live in, woman? What it is, she got jealous that all these other women were my friends and she couldn't handle it. She wanted me all to herself. That ain't gonna happen, woman. You ain't none of my company. And that's how things are. You know, we all figure it out once. I don't really go message people and say, hey, don't go to this person's room. You find out yourself. You're going to come to me and realize why I don't speak to people. That's why. And then you'll figure it out. You'll come to me and say, hey, guess what? Now I know why you fell out with that person because that person did the same shit to me. And I'll be like, well, there you go. Why you didn't tell me? I said, you got to make your own decisions. Not my problem. People can get along with somebody else that you don't get along with. It's okay. That's why I'm not going to be here sitting there and telling everybody, oh, because I don't like somebody doesn't mean you have to. You know? Well, the reason why she told you do it, because mods can see other mods zap somebody. And that's what happened in Chris's room years ago. Somebody zapped Jesse, right? Remember Jesse, my crazy friend that used to come in the chats all the time? I ain't seen her in a long time. Jesse, Marky loves you if you hear me. But she used to come in there and start shit, talk shit, right? And sometimes she'd be like, acting wild and out, right? And people making people laugh. She ain't doing nothing bad, like, but she'd be wilding out in there like we all do. And she used to get attention, and everybody was there talking shit one day. And then the dad, Chris's dad, zapped her, and all the mods saw that he did it. So she texts me and says, yo, what the fuck? Why did I get timed out? Who the fuck did that? Tell me, Mark, please. And I was like, yeah, it was him. It was this guy. And she was like, yeah, wait till I go back in there. She came back in there after she got timed out and she ripped that guy a new ass. And then she got zapped from the channel completely. But I hit her afterwards and bring her back. And then that's when everything kind of like got worse and worse in that channel. But that's where like I made a lot of friends was in Chris's channel. We had some good times in there. It was so cool in there, but everything went to shit. Everything went to shit. It's so sad though because we had so much fun in there, and the channel. I watched that channel grow so fast in a couple months. Oh my god, because of all the fun we guys had in there. But as usual, people are haters, and they start hating and shit. Start talking shit about people, and the next thing you know, it all goes. People can't be happy all together in the same room every day. It won't last because people get jealous, they get sensitive, they get envious. They think that this is my online fucking thing here, or my fling, or this and that. Then a mod gets in trouble with another mod, and then this mod was there first, and don't do that. And oh my god, man. That's why I don't really have mods in here like that. The only mod I still have in here from back in the day is Barbie and my friend Rising. That's it. Nobody else. But I never really had a lot of mods because I don't believe in that shit. I can do it myself. But if my channel was like, had like 30, 40, 50 people or something, I'd probably have a few more mods to check to make sure shit don't go crazy. Because the more mods you have, the more they argue amongst themselves. Oh, why'd you do that? Oh, why'd you zap that person? They didn't say anything. What did they do? Oh, you're blocking this person from making money. That person could have got a reading. Blah, 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 blah. There's so much drama on this shit that I ain't got time for that. So the less things I have to create drama, that's the less I want. I ain't got no time for that shit. I don't want people in here talking about, oh, I've known you longer. Why am I not a mod? Man, I don't want to listen to that little petty ass shit. That's kindergarten shit. You gave him a red lollipop. Why you didn't give me one? You gave me a yellow one. Man, come on, man. If everybody's equal in here, then fine. When have you seen my friend Barbie zap anybody or get rid of anybody? Or, tell somebody what to do in here? It don't, because I don't need that. And if there is somebody in here, she'll zap them or I will. I don't need all that drama in my room. Fuck that. And if you make me a mod, it's on your own will. I'll never say make me a mod or, why you got this person and not. I don't care about that shit. If I'm in your room and I can talk to you, that's all that matters. I don't care if my name is blue, red, green, purple. I don't give a shit. That shit don't make no difference to me. Hell no. Yeah, that's why she got you to do it, Lucky. That's why she got you to do it. And see, when ST came in here for the very first time, a lot of people got jealous because she don't go in people's rooms. She don't go in hardly anybody's room in their life. Never. The only rooms I saw her in was Lisa's room and Helen's room. That's it. And then she came in my room and all hell broke loose because she started to like be cool with me. She got readings from me, and the other two got mad because she used to go to those two. So those two rats got mad and was had the nerve to say that one said that there was a better medium than me, and the other one said I was taking food off their table. And I was like, well, you tell ST to delete me then so you guys can have your little group together. She's the one who came in my room. I didn't tell her to come in my room. That's on her voluntary will. It's not my fault I read for her and she liked me. What you want me to do? If you were so good, she wouldn't have to come to me. Dumb asshole. That's what I said to him. I had a video chat with them and told them right to their face. If you're so good, why the hell she come to me then? She wouldn't have to come to me if you were so great. And then because I have a belief that you don't have, I'm a bad person. Okay, Dan. Shakima, what's going on? What's the update? How you feeling? I ain't seeing you forever, woman. What's going on? I just talked about one of your friends, one of your buddies, our mutual friend Lisa. Yeah, yeah. She told me right to my face, "You're taking food off our table, not her table, our table." I'll never forget that video chat for the rest of my life. And I told her right to her face, "If you guys were so good, then why the fuck she coming to me? Why do you get readings from me?" Little crickets, they didn't say nothing. "Oh, I gotta go now. I know you gotta go. And don't come the fuck back either. You better leave me out of your life." I deleted all their fucking asses. You won't get readings from me no more. That's the sad part. She used to get pure readings from me and her and the person she was trying to protect. And the other one, she never got readings from me because she knew what time it was. She was too busy writing things on popsicle sticks. I say the amount of shit that I've been through on here is crazy. And there's always some ratchet hoe on here acting crazy. Then they wonder why I say shit to them. You know? Why can't we just all get along? And I never start shit with nobody. Never. It always comes to me. Always somebody starting shit, acting like I'm the one that's taking shit from you. I ain't taking nobody from you. You introduced me to the damn person. Oh shit. I can write a book. I told my friend today when I was speaking to him, I said I can write a book on people's behavior and how stupid people are, you know? It's absolutely insane. The amount of stupidity that people like carry out just to try and make somebody fail or to make somebody like, mad at you or like just to start trouble. Like it's just weird. Like you don't want to live like a decent life and just like be humble and be happy. Like why you gotta start trouble for? Like, that shit's unnecessary. I never understood why people want to do that. But anyway, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I had so much fun in those people's rooms. And it seems like every time you have fun in a certain room, there's always that one person that acts up and tries to ruin the vibe for everybody. Just like my mom. My mom always says that shit. No matter where you go or what you do, there's always going to be that one person that ruins everything. And she's right. She said that to me like 20 some years ago. And I still remember those words every day. There's always going to be that one person that acts up and you're like, you know what? It's fucking time. You need to you need to hear it or you get deleted or you need to get the fuck out of here. But it's just life, It happens all the time. People are always acting up. All adults too, acting like children. But it's all good though. Same shit, different day. It's too bad because I wish the good old days were still there, because we could have so much more fun together instead of against each other, you know. It was so much fun supporting everybody and going in their rooms and talking shit and having fun and listening to the readings, laughing. That's all we did. That's all I want to bring to somebody's channel is laughter and talking shit, respect, honesty. Just like, have fun. Like not be so damn serious. But it didn't work. I tried bringing everybody together. Yeah, we were talking. My friend that was in here, Themis Moore, she was saying the same. We were talking about how people are fucked up because it becomes a competition. That's why I tell everybody I'm in a world of my own. I don't want to be in competition with nobody. My competition to me is being loyal to spirit and being good to others and challenging myself, competing with my own self, saying, Mark, you can do better. Or Mark, let's get better than we are now. What else can we do? Like, what else can I say? What else can I, think of? Or I'm competing with myself. I ain't worried about nobody else. Ain't nobody else. Because I have a mentality, ain't nobody else even close to what I say and what I think in my mind. I block out all competition. I'm like, you ain't even you can't even talk to me because you ain't even done the work that I've done. So how could you even compete with me if you ain't even put in the work that I've put in and the years that I've put in? Don't come to me talking about you want to compete with me. You out of your damn mind. You better fucking get in line, or you better show me online that you are who you say you are. See, that's where the real competition is. If you go online, right? This is why they hate. This is why a lot of people hate people like me because I go online and I prove who I am. I prove who I say I am. And people are in the chat saying and telling me, yes, that's what's going on. Yes, Mark, that's the truth. Yes, Mark, that happened. Yes, this. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mark. Oh, I feel much better now. Okay, guess what? You told me that it happened. I have, the proof in here of what I do. I don't need to say anything. Everything in here is already here. So that's why there is no competition until you go on your channel, you go live like me, and you show everybody that you're so called better than me. Go ahead, prove it. I'm still waiting for a lot of proof. I still ain't got it. You claim you're great? Well, then prove it then. Show me. Show me you're a medium. Show me you're a good reader. Show me you know how to read those upright and reversals. Show me you know how to read cards. Show me how you can tap into spirit and describe who they are and all that shit. I don't need to sit here and tell nobody nothing. You know? I'm doing what I'm doing every day. I'm putting in the work. Fuck you mean? You know? Ain't no competition. You gotta prove that you're even in a class with the with spirit in order to get any type of competitive type of mindset. And it shouldn't be competition anyway. It should be a mission to help certain people that are put in front of you. So if I have 1,000 people that I've read for in the last 5 years, right? Then I want to make sure that 1,000 people that came to me are happy with my reading and happy with what spirit and your spirit came together to give to you. Remember, you have free will. Remember, nothing's set in stone. And remember that things can change. But if you sit there and claim that it's a guarantee and you're the best and this and that, spirit's going to be like, nope, don't work that way, buddy. If you don't have our permission, then you can't get no answers. But people think, oh no way, I can tap into anybody. I'm the greatest. Yeah, you keep thinking that. And that's the reason why in the last couple years you don't see too many psychics do private readings online. That's not in their bio. The ones that used to don't do it no more. And even if they do, when they go live, ain't nobody in their room telling them that they're right. Ain't nobody in their room telling them that they're the greatest. Ain't nobody in their room saying what you said to me happened. Hardly anybody has that type of feedback from people live that go live. And then you see people come in there and say, you're a fucking thief, you're a liar, you robbed me, you took money from me and your reading didn't happen. And they say, oh, look at this troll. That's not a troll. That's a person fucking you off because they know you're a fraud. I've seen that shit happen a lot of times to some big name readers that are on here for years. They're still getting told about their fucking bullshit because that's what it is. It's the truth. People are getting that. I know a lot of people that happens to. But hey, nothing lasts forever. That's why the good old psychic day is on here. You know, I feel like I'm one of the last realest ones. I think there's a few realest ones that I can name right off the bat. Like Star Lotus Terror was probably one of the realest readers I've ever known in my life that keeps it real, mingles with everyone, has a great heart, great supportive person. She's one of the OGs, you know. There's people out there like her who I have maximum respect for, and she's not a hater, and that's somebody I've never had a problem with. She's somebody who is one of the original people I used to go in her room and have great respect for. And there's a few people now who I love and respect very much. So, like Marley, she's like never boasting herself, never talking shit. My friend Rising, she's like one of the best readers I know. With tarot, she knows how to read tarot back and front. She knows the way she describes things and way she says things. She's very passionate. I'm sure people know her too. There's a lot of readers who I love and care about, and I still respect to today. That's top readers and top people that have come to me, and I've come to them, and we all get together and do our thing, and we don't hate each other. We love each other. And we do shit for each other. That's the thing. Like, there's not too many people that I can say that are really about that life. But those ones that I mentioned, those are the ones that I've known for a long time. And those are the ones that are still going and still doing their thing and I respect them. Now the other person is Steve Judd, the astrologer guy. That's a guy I've been watching for years, and he is like another person who I like to watch. And he's someone who's like is not a hater, and he's cool with a lot of people. Like, he's not like there competing with anybody. See, that's the thing. Like, you can tell who is like, the ones that actually care and the ones who don't, and the ones that are just for money or just for fame or likes and bullshit. You know, but those are the people that I love and respect that are still active. Now there's people like, Shakima, uh, Baka, that have channels and was reading at their points in times, that I support and still, cool with, and that's great. Now I have new people like Teresa, um, Mystical, that I go in their rooms and say hello to them, and they're in their rooms having fun, reading for people, doing messages and things like that. People that I've met recently who I support, and I can't think of anybody else right now. I don't want to leave nobody out because people are like, you didn't mention me. You hurt my feelings. No, I just can't think of anybody else right now. But yeah, there's a lot of people that I know that come in here and read and do readings. Oh yeah, my friend Lynn, Heart Sense is her channel, I think. And like I said, there's a few other people here and there that I know that go live. I support them. Say hello to them and shit. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Go out there and help everybody and be cool with everybody. Don't get envious and jealous of people. Oh yeah, my friend Amy, Truly Divine Tarot. She's a sweetheart. I've known her for a while. I'm actually gonna look at my list because I don't want to leave. Oh, my friend Erica, the New Strength Tarot. She's a good reader, friend of mine. She gave me a free reading yesterday. Who else I have on my list? I met Aura Divine Tarot. I can't remember her real name, but she's cool. She gave me a nice reading the other day. I met her for the first time. Who else do I have here? Oh, I like this woman named Lena Tarot. She's cool. She has different methods of reading, and I like that. She has like dice and like ruins, tarot. She's a good reader too. Who else do I have on here? Oh, Brenda Tarot. She's nice. She's a good reader too. And I met her through Star. I've done a few readings for her, and she's done readings for me too. Who else is on here? Oh, my friend. Oh, yeah, Luna Affinity. She's good. I haven't seen her in a while. And my friend Hia. She's a sweetheart. She's really good. Oh, my friend Just Bird Tarot. I forgot I had all these people on here. Yeah, she's cool. She's always been cool with me. I met some new people. Intuitively Monique. I met her recently. I got Rising on here, my sweetheart. Who else is on here? Who else do I have? I like watching Betsy Gutting. She does readings and astrology. She's pretty good. I like watching her. She probably don't know me, but my friend Milena, love you sis. Yes, and I got Sage the Intuitive, which is Shakima. If you want baby readings about babies and things, she's very good at that. I'll shout you out, Shakim. Then we got iKylie Sunflower, my friend. She does readings too. Violet and Tarot. I haven't seen her for a while. Who else do I have here? Tarot Girl Live. Shit. I think I shouted out my whole list. Holy shit. Oh, I like watching Bonnie Astrology. Only because she's cute. But I like watching her sometimes. She does some cool readings. I can't think of anybody else. Oh yeah, Jessica, the Water Empress Tarot. That's her channel. I forgot about her. I haven't seen her forever either. There's some people on here I don't see no more. Who else do I have on here? Oh, G. I like G. She's cute. She does readings and shit too. I forgot about her. These are all the people that I'm subscribed to, by the way. All cool people. Oh, my friend Ashley. She's got a channel too. Ether Real Tarot. Oh, my friend Sugar Lynn. Yes, I forgot about her. My friend. Should I have some people on here? Oh, Ms. Wheats. I used to watch her too. I haven't seen her in a long time. V Love and Crystals. Oh, my friend, yes. K Comba. Miss K. My friend Ray Del Sol. Shit. I forgot about all these people. I have some people on my subscribers that have all my tarot reader friends. Anyway, there you go. That's your shout out for the whole year. Nobody can say I missed them. Mark didn't mention me. Oh, nice. You started two more channels? Cool. Yeah, I like her because she's cute, you know. Some of these readers I'll be looking at, I'm like, damn, she fine. Let me go subscribe and talk some shit in this chat room. You know, sometimes I go in there and talk some shit, like, you know. But, you know, I don't go in there and mess around with the readings or, you know, shit like that. Yeah, awkward behavior. What can I say? Not my fault. Yeah. There's some cool chicks on here that I like. Some nice people. I honestly, it's a lot peaceful now than it ever has been in my chat and in my psychic life right now. It's a lot more peaceful now than it's ever been. And the reason for that is because I don't mingle with these people. I don't hang out in their rooms and have their personal links like I used to. And you know, they be shouting and talking to me and shit. Oh yeah, I need you to do this for me. Oh, did you see so and so? Blah blah blah. I'm like, look, man, leave me the fuck alone. Well, I have less drama now than I ever have because I have more decent people in here now. There's a lot of cool people in here. A lot of new people. Still got my original crew coming in and out sometimes. Yeah, it's fun. I've had a lot of fun late this year. This year has been a really good year, you know, being on here. I've had a lot of fun times. A lot of fun times. I actually feel like happy when I come on here now. Before I used to be like, fuck, who's gonna aggravate me today? Who's gonna troll me today? You know, who's gonna act up today? Who's gonna fucking irritate me? Now I come on here, I'm like, oh, cool. Hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, what's up? How's things going? You know, it's fun. Finally, everything's like, you know, nice and peaceful. I don't have no fucking weirdos in here acting crazy. From time to time, you know, people can act up when they have an issue or whatever, but you know, I'll tell them hold their horses. You know, don't act up. But yeah, it's nice and calm in here now, especially when I come on at night. It's a lot like better. It's a lot calmer, more peace. A lot of people like support each other, and it's nice. There's a lot more. A lot of people in here are more supportive to each other. That's what I like about people now. Everybody's like on a support vibe, where everybody's supporting each other and everybody's having fun. People actually help each other in the chat, talk about things and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't know like about certain things, and some people in here know about it, you know, and it's like hey, if you can help somebody, go right ahead, please, because I don't know what the hell this is about. And then somebody be like, all right, cool, I'll help this person. So it's cool like that. Back in the day was like that too. We all supported each other and had each other's back. But like you said, the competitive shit is what ruined everything. The whole algorithm and all that shit. I got more likes than you. I got more subscribers than you. Yeah? Okay. I know what you don't have more than me. I'm not gonna tell you, but you'll figure it out. Stay in here and you'll see. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like the money part, you know? When I'm busy in here, some people outright not now, but back in the day when I was getting busy, people come in here and say, "Oh yeah, I see you're really busy tonight. Oh yeah, you're making money." And then I'm like, "So fucking what? Are you in here when I'm not making any money? What do you think I make money every goddamn second and minute and day I come on here? There's sometimes on here I don't do nothing. Who cares? I'm just here talking shit. You think I'm gonna be in here for 20 minutes? Oh, nobody's getting a reading. Bye. If that was the case, I wouldn't come on here at all. There's some days where it's busy as shit, and I don't even get to talk to anybody. And there's some days like today where I'm here chatting up a storm, talking to everybody, and no one's getting a reading. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. I could have been gone. But why? I'd rather sit off and talk sometimes than do readings. But when I do get a reading, I'll do it. Now go back to talking. It's simple. Yeah. Yeah, that's the sad part. And I heard of a lot of people that did collaborations with people and took all the money and didn't give none to the other person because you were on their channel. Yeah. That's never happened to me, you know. But I know two people that told me they had like collabs with somebody, and all the money they took all the money and didn't give them anything. And said, "Oh, you were on my channel. I didn't think you was gonna. I didn't think you were thinking that you was gonna get some money. Nobody donated to you. They donated to me. It's my channel." I'm like, "Oh, really? All right." That ain't happened to me because I always tell people, look, whatever you get is up to you. We could split it half and half. You could take it all. I don't even care. Or, if people donate to me, I'm taking what they give to me, and what they donate to you, you take what they donate to you. So whoever makes whatever, it don't matter. We can do it that way, or we can just say, oh look, I made $26, you made 27. Fuck, you want me to give you 50 cents? Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, all right, cool. See, shit like that, I don't really care, and it's not about money. It's about like, giving a reading to people who want it. It's simple. What makes me mad the most, not so much mad, but like angry is how much people charge in these chats for a regular question, and you ain't giving nobody no details, no nothing. You want to charge people 20 something dollars, 50 something dollars for some bullshit, a couple cards and 5 minutes. Oh hell no, that ain't happening. That's why I charge what I charge, and I'll give you a decent amount of information. Yeah. You know how many people come in here and ask me 2 to 3 questions in one, and I answer it? Sometimes when it's a little too much, I'll say, hey, you see what you wrote? You asked me 3 questions in one. So I'm going to answer all three in one answer. Yeah? I'm not going to sit here and shuffle my cards 3 different times and you're paying me for one. If you do that shit all the time, then I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to be like, look, you got to pay for every single fucking question. Don't think I was born yesterday. I'm nice, but not that nice. You ain't going to keep doing that shit to me. You're not going to get 3 questions answered for $5. Go find somebody else that does that and call me. Yeah, they do. It happens in here sometimes. But I call them out. Because I ain't putting up with that shit. Because they wouldn't do it. So why should I? Yeah. That's the only thing I don't like. And you know, another thing I say to people is I charge $5. Sometimes when people PayPal me, they don't want to pay the tax that they asked to pay. And you got to realize if you're in the United States and you're sending me money, they're going to take out tax for it. So I lose like 50 something cents. So if you send me $5, I'm going to get 443, right? So I could say, oh, well, because you didn't give me the whole $5, I'm not going to answer your question. So what I did was I have like a thumbnail that I put up every now and then. And it says, you give less, you get less. It's just like a super chat. Why are you sending me $4.99 and not $5? It says $5. It doesn't say $4.99. And then why? And then you know you're giving me less because you're super chatting me, but yet you want me to give you a full reading. And then you know I'm not getting that $5. I'm getting 375 or 350 at the most. So I'm already getting like I can be a dickhead and say, you know, I worked out the pay like the 60/40 or whatever we get on here. I have no idea, but I don't care. I could say, look, in order if you super chat me from now on, you gotta pay $7.67 that equals $5. People are gonna be like, fuck that. I ain't doing that. That's not my problem that YouTube takes money from you. You said $5, so I'm gonna send $5. See what I mean? So like some people, they know that they're giving me less, but they don't give a fuck because they're gonna be like, yeah, fuck you. I'm trying to get more for less, you know? But you know what? You know what? You know why I don't make a big deal? Because there's some people on here that give me extra, and it makes up for the people who don't give me enough. So that's why I never really make a big fuss. I'll talk about it like this. I'll talk about it because I'm letting people know that I know you're doing it, but it's going to be on you, not on me. It's not on my conscience. It can be on yours, not mine. Right? But at the end of the day, if it was me doing it to you, how would you feel? That's my point. That's all I leave it as. I'm not saying it so that way you can come back here and give me more. You know the deal. When I get a reading from somebody, right? I make sure I give them the amount they're asking for. So sometimes I'll go into a Canadian's room and it says, in order to give this person $10, right, for a reading, you have to give them $12.11 Bermudian money. So what you want me to say? Fuck that? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna give it to him. So when that person gets that money in Canadian, it's the $10 that they're asking for. Fuck you mean? That's just common courtesy and respect for that person. You know? That's why like I don't understand why people like, I'm cool about that shit and I don't really care about money like that. But don't sit there and do that shit and expect everything for a little bit. Cause you're not in the position I'm in. You're not sitting in this chair I am. So if you want me to do the same to you, then that's fine. I'll just read less. So when I'm reading that person that asks me shit and gives me less and think that I can't see it or I don't know, I'm gonna be like, well, you're not gonna get more than this answer. I see more here, but fuck you. You're saying fuck me indirectly. See what I'm saying? And it's sad, but it doesn't happen all the time, though, because some people don't even know. But I know people do know and they don't care, because that's how they are. They're like, yeah, Mark ain't saying nothing, so I'm gonna try and get 3 for 1. If he calls me out, then I'll just give him more. But if he don't call me out, I'm taking that shit. And that's what it is. Oh, hey, Shakima. You, oh, you said it was me. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I got your donation. Thanks. I heard a beep. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't fucking know. Come on, man. You know. You know what you're doing. And then there's people like that have come in here forever, and I'll never say anything to them because they come in here and they get multiple readings. So I'm not gonna say anything because it don't make no sense. And I'm not gonna sit here and argue with everybody. Oh, you didn't give me the full five. I'm not reading you unless you give me the $5. I'm not here with all. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm blessed, like to have it all balance out in the end, if you know what I mean. Because I know people that come in here and they'll always give me extra out of respect or like a tip or as if to say, Mark, you always take care of me, like. So that extra makes up for people not giving me the whole five, you know? And that's fine, you know? That's why I don't really make a fuss about that shit. I don't care about money like that because if I die today, all the money I made goes to somebody else. That's why I don't really fuss about shit like that too much. But at the same time, you're not going to take advantage of me. That's not going to happen. Because I'm already being generous, giving you, you know, you go ask another reader for a $5 reading. They ain't going to give you no fucking serious spread and tell you all this shit and waste 10 minutes on you. The only person I know that does that is my friend Marley. She charges $10 for a reading and she'll spend like 10, 15 minutes telling the person all sorts of stuff and going putting all these cards and shit like that. That's one of the people that I respect on here the most is my friend Marty. Cause she'll do $10 readings and give you the world. And she gets $10 super chats and she's not getting the $10. And she still spends 10 minutes giving you the reading. Cause that's just who she is. And that's why she's one of my good friends on here and somebody who I respect. Because she don't give a fuck about that shit. Like me, I don't care about that shit. Yep, which is fine. Like I'm just grateful to get it. I just started getting super chats. It's been 1 year since I've been getting super chats, right? Because I finally got monetized. This month makes 6 years I've been on here. And out of the 6 years, 5 years I wasn't monetized. I'm only been monetized for 1 year. So the only money I could make on here is PayPal money, which I can't even get unless I use it, right? So now I'm getting a check every month for doing super chats, but I only can get a check if I make more than $100. So if I make more, see, there's a system on here where if you make more than $100 plus the tax that gets taken off, so you got to make like $140 every month to get 100, because YouTube will have to take some of that money. They're gonna take 30 or $40 or whatever it is. I don't know. Right? 30%, 40%. So you have to, or because you make $100 don't mean it's yours. You still got to deduct the percentage for YouTube because you're on their platform. So not every month I get a check because more people pay me through PayPal than Super Chat. But there is some people in here that they only use Super Chat, and I get a check just through them donating readings and getting Super Chats on here. So some months I'll make $100 clean, and sometimes it's more, and sometimes they add it to the next month because I didn't make the $100 quota. But see, some people forget that I have Super Chat now because I always had PayPal, you know? So I'm grateful just to have two incomes. See what I mean? I got PayPal income and a check from YouTube. So why am I gonna cry? Cry about what? I don't care. I'm grateful I'm making money and having fun doing it. What's better than having fun and making money? Nothing that I know of. And what I make on here is enough to pay for one of my bills. And that's all I care about. If I can pay for one of my bills through doing this, oh hell yeah, I'm happy. I'm good. Even if I make $100 a month on super chats, I'm happy. I don't care. That pays for like a bill. That pays for something towards a bill. Yeah, that pays for gas for the week for my van, and still have some. Yeah, because I usually waste like maybe $70 a week or 10 days for gas. So that's gonna pay for my gas for like, a week or two. So yeah, why not? Cool. Thanks. So why not, right? Fuck it. All right, Shakima, you can ask me your question when you're ready. Yeah, I want to take care of everybody, especially the people like you that I know for years. I'll always take care of everybody. And there's some people in here who I don't like really do anything for. But your birthday is today or tomorrow? It is? Oh, fuck. Happy birthday. One of my favorite Virgos. And I just said this to people. I said, you know how many Virgos' birthdays? They're all going to come in there. Oh, shit. Because I forgot your birthday is today. Because Sue's birthday is on the 8th. Her birthday is on Monday. Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah, because I always tell everybody come here and like on their birthdays, I'll hook them up. You know? Yeah, Sue's birthday is on the 8th. Virgo love that comes in here, Maria. I think her birthday is on the 10th. My friend Lydia is on the 12th. There's like pure Virgos I know. SR's birthday I think is coming up. There's like pure Virgos I know. My friend Milena, her birthday was 2 days ago. I remember everybody's birthday sometimes. See, you're on the 6th like me. I'm February 6th. So yeah, that's why we guys are great. See, we're born on the 6th. That's what we have in common. See, that's why we're great like that. Yeah, I know somebody every day of this month. No, no, my dad's on the 23rd and my nephew is on the 25th. And my other best friend, he's on the 30th. Yeah, that's right. 69 backwards. See that? Nobody forgets my birthday because it's the same day as Bob Marley. So all my friends in Bermuda, they're like, "Oh fuck, it's Bob Marley's birthday. Oh shit, it's Mark's birthday." So like nobody really forgets my birthday. They're like, "Oh yeah," they'll be listening to the radio. It's like, "Oh shit, it's Mark's birthday today. It's Bob Marley." Yeah, that's how I remember. Pure people tell me that shit. I was just talking about that. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. All upright. So, Marky's interpretation of this is you might be thinking about some bitter experiences you've experienced, or maybe birthdays that things didn't happen, or maybe times that you wish things would happen but it didn't. There could be some times where you've been reminiscing about old times or the disappointments or the way things are, how sometimes it's stationary, sometimes it's hectic, and sometimes you just say to yourself, what the fuck? Like, why is this happening? You know? Uh, I also see like you might be daydreaming or thinking of things you're wishing for, imagining things, what else can you do, fantasizing about certain things. Um, you also might be thinking about certain people, like knowing that people may look impressive, but they really have no substance to themselves. So you might be like making your judgments of certain people around you. This could be a woman an older woman that you might be saying, you know what, you appear to be decent, but you know what, I know you ain't about that shit. Like, you know. Then this King of Pentacles here could be somebody that's very smart, business like, could be a friend of yours, could be somebody that can end up being a reliable partner, or somebody you invest with, or somebody that wants to invest in you, or you invest in them. Somebody who has a lot of experience. Maybe this is a go-to person that you know. Could be a boss, could be a friend, could be somebody that you know that can help you or is helping you now and could be helping you more. Or this could also be like your energy because you're a earth sign, you're a Virgo. So that could be like you know, taking charge and making wise decisions, investments, being reliable, being business-like. You know, things might be going good for work. You might be, you know, looked at a person that has experience and smart, which I know you are. And then I also got this Knight of Pentacles, which could be in another person, another man. I know these men be all up on you and stuff, you know. So this Knight of Pentacles could be somebody that's mature, responsible, reliable, almost like the same thing, because the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is almost like the same person, but just an age difference to me, you know? So if your phone is dry, you might get those birthday calls. You know, it's still early. You might be getting those birthday calls, or you might have to. These men can also be people that you work with, or they could be like people you know that that if their name is mentioned, you can say, "Oh yeah, I like that person. They're cool. I like that guy. He's cool." You know, or I know, yeah, he's reliable. Yes, he's safe. Just like regular people that could be in your energy in the next couple days, or you could meet somebody like this. You know, you can meet somebody that can be these type of people. You know, somebody who's dependable, somebody, or because this Seven of Cups is before that, maybe you're fantasizing or thinking about a man that could be that type of person for you, but they haven't shown up yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's normal for him. He's like that. See, that's why Aquarian guys get all this bad name, but I'm not like that. See, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm coming over. But obviously, he's like one of them fraud aquas, you know, them aloof aquas. Yeah, this could be new energy. This Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, it could be a new energy here. Because if these guys aren't in your energy right now, I feel like they could be. Yeah, so that Seven of Cups means you're like daydreaming or thinking about like a new guy. So maybe this new guy is gonna come. That's why they showed up in the cards. But there's two here, an older one and a younger one. That's how I read it. But I mean, that could be it. That could be it. Anyway, because it's your birthday, I'm gonna give you a postcard from Spirit. This has been the hot deck of the week. So let me give you a birthday postcard. Yeah, this is one of my favorite decks. So yeah, keep your eyes open for those men. Could be new energy. Obviously, if it's not current, it's probably new. Yeah. I still see your whole spirit team in the background here. You know, they're all raising their hand over here. They're all around you. They're all here. All right. Let me see something here. Let me see what this says. Okay. This is your postcard. It says, be fearless. And this card says, dear you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So, to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? And do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Question mark. Well, spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for the co-creation. So tell that one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world accordingly to the story you tell about it, so make sure they're stories you're proud of. Uh, Genuine, loving from your club, from your fan club. Genuine, loving fan club. And then I just say, I see all spirit, your spirit all around you, you're like your family there. And on the bottom it says genuine loving fan club. So your fan club is still there. It says it right on the bottom there. Genuine loving fan club. That's cool. I don't think I've pulled that card before. I don't remember. I kind of want to see what like this thing is right here. Oh, okay. It's like a little it's like a little baby in a tree and they have like a flower in their hand. See the baby in the tree and it has a flower in her hand. Yeah. You have connections with babies and stuff. See that? That's cool. I like that. All right. I'm going to give you another one because why not? It's your damn birthday. Hell yeah. It's your birthday. We're going to pull some cards and have a party. All right. This is my other deck I have here. It's called Talking to Heaven Mediumship Cards. Let's see who wants to talk to you in heaven. Being that they're all lined up over here. You've been thinking about stories a lot? Yeah. Well, I tell stories every damn day. I told somebody today that I can write a book about all the shit that I've done and have experienced in certain areas of my life. My DJ stories, I have a million of them, but any people that will understand those will be people here. But I just told some of my stories on here the past couple of days about all the ignorant people I've dealt with. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. All right. Give me a second. My sister's aggravating me, obviously. All right. Your card is We Have Been Together in Dreams. And this says, when you are dreaming, I can more easily connect with you. That's why you've been seen and felt my presence while you sleep. Sometimes you truly remember our dream connections, and other times you have a sense of that we were together without a clear memory. These experiences are very real. Your soul is traveling while you dream, and I meet you at a similar vibrational level where we can talk, share, and heal together. These dream connections make me happy as they do you. I'm also delighted to help you understand their meaning in our conversations. Yes, it's a beautiful card. So you might have some dreams. If you haven't already, you might be having some dreams of uh, you and this person and talking to them in your dreams and getting some type of messages. So if you are getting that, that's confirmation. If you aren't, then that's going to probably happen. Yeah, being vulnerable is okay. Or depends on what you're being vulnerable for, obviously. But yeah, if you heal in your sleep, then that's good. So that means that's what it's about, which is great. That's good. Exactly. Vulnerable, but not a fool. Absolutely. I agree. Hell yeah. All right. My sister texts me. She needs me to deal with her. I'm going to tell her that I'm coming now. Okay. All right, guys. I got to go. I've been on here for a while now. Almost 2 hours. And my sister wants to deal with some stuff. So I'm going to get my ass out of here and I'll be back later on tonight at some point in time. But Shakima, thanks for visiting me on your birthday. I wish you a great rest of your birthday. Yes, eat a piece of cake for me. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Have fun. And yeah, if you come by later on, I'll give you some more messages and we'll celebrate. Why not? All right, take care. I'll see you later on. Anybody else in here? I'll see you guys later on. I'm gonna go chill out and see what my sister wants. I might even go for a swim. It was raining earlier, but now the sun's out. I might go for a quick swim. All right, guys. See you later.